Hello, hello, hello. To the pleasure of many and the disdain of a few, we are back, and we are back on the farm. You know, I got told one day, it's a long time ago, even if I was good at nothing, if I was just going to be a shit shoveler for the rest of my days, I'd be the best darn shit shoveler there is. And guess what we're doing today? Cleaning stalls. Yes, 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 yes. I was pressure washing patios earlier, but that it, that took a while, and it's come to an end, thankfully. Because I don't know why I chose to wear all black today. I do because I need to do laundry, but you know, I could have made better choices, but I could have made worse ones too. Mm. And I guess I came upon a realization today. Just is that no matter no matter what you do, if you don't want to work immediately that specific job or any job, you can have a job where you get paid. Literally, that's all your job is. You just get money and leave. If you would rather, if you would rather be at home, that job's gonna suck. No matter what the job is, you can be paid millions of dollars. Hell, there there are stories of many athletes that get paid millions of dollars that don't even like the sport they play, which is insanity to me. All I'm saying is NBA. I am 6'4". I can shoot some threes, but I can average about 100 claps a minute. You know, 10 high fives an hour. I'm really like, if you need someone on the end of that bench that's gonna go crazy, win or lose, give your boy a call. I'll sign the vet minimum. Ooh, this is nasty work, but it's got to be done. What if I put you up here? Is that better? That's actually better. Wow. So, topic of the day. Topic of the day. The blame game, honestly. The blame game and why you don't need to play it. I know I shouldn't be talking about politics. I understand that, but I will. And just, I'm going to keep it brief and politically. Quit blaming the people, quit blaming regular citizens and civilians for who they voted for. Because look at me, with me. They did not vote anyone into office presidential. The president got put in there by the electoral college. So quit saying I won't forgive anybody who's voted for X or Y. Quit wasting your time, because think about it like this. While two people are pointing fingers at each other, someone's still getting paid. And it ain't the people pointing fingers. So the sooner we can get over the fact that, hey, we have different interests, the better. We can really get to the meat and potatoes of the situation. Now, now that that's out the way, keep in mind, yes, they're still probably going to disagree with you on some things. But as you have seen recently, the whole country is getting, we're in solidarity on one thing. That list. that list. That list, man. That list. Whew. The list that doesn't exist, but that was made by, but then it was signed off by, and then everybody's in it, but nobody's in it because there is no list, right? That one. That it's a great parallel. Whether or not the truth is ever unveiled, it needs to come with a consensus. And that's what we need to work on. We need to stop blaming and get on consensus with things. The sooner we can find out what we agree upon as a nation, the sooner we can have our own sort of commandments as a nation. Unalienable rights. Because those unalienable rights are being alienable right now. The world's taking notice. Very interesting times. Politics aside, don't blame yourself, because blaming is not going to do anything for you. There's a scripture that says, this is by J-Man himself, who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? That's bars. How can you add more time than you're given? You can't. You can't. You sure can't. So instead of worrying and blaming and trying to do this, just keep moving forward, y'all. Keep going. Keep going. And the more you divert your energy into things that don't matter, your time, attention, and energy, the less likely you are to succeed in the next endeavor. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Now, that is not to say don't think about what you're doing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't dwell. Don't dwell and don't blame. If someone feels the need to have to point something out and blame and ascertain responsibility without taking accountability, chances are they don't have much going for themselves. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Be results driven, but detail oriented. Be someone people can look at and know that regardless of the situation, you are going to do your best. You're going to try your hardest. And you're not going to blame anybody. You wouldn't want to work with someone that's going to point fingers all day. I don't know who's my age or close to my age, but you remember Recess, the show. Of course, everyone had recess time, but you remember the show Recess, Disney? Remember Randall? Miss Finster, Miss Finster. Nobody hung out with Randall. I remember there were episodes dedicated to try and like make Randall more likable, but in the end, he was always who he was. And he didn't really have many friends. Don't be Randall. Sorry, y'all. It's like 92, 93, and of course it smells like hot poop. But this needs to be done. This is work that needs to be done. I'm not going to blame the animals because they don't. Look, it was raining. Could they have used the bathroom anywhere else? Could those neurons in their brain have fired off in such a way that they have decided I should not poop where I lay my head? Sure, but that's not what happened. And we can't let them lay in their own fecal matter because, well, that's just nasty, number one. Number two, you're going to get sick, and then you're going to have to tend to other things. So I could sit here and yell at the donkeys all the day, but they're not going to clean the stall. The stall still needs to get clean, and that's what I'm here doing. Handle situations with grace. Handle situations with grace and understanding. And to be able to understand, this is hard for a lot of people, I know. Take a moment, step out of yourself, and look at yourself from another person's perspective. If you can imagine doing that, like if you ever played Call of Duty, I remember playing the old Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, and there was a third-person version of the game. It changed everything, like especially when you watch the kill cam, because in your eyes you did no wrong, but then you look on the kill cam and you're looking like a complete buffoon, like you just walked in front of the person that shot you. You didn't check your corners, nothing. You just, and they popped you in the back of the head, of course. You know, perspective and perception change everything. They change your reality. And you being who you are, a handsome or beautiful individual, I don't know. I think my demographic is mostly male. But there's some ladies in there too. Take it upon yourself to ask yourself, how am I being perceived by others? Are my actions as noble or as justified as I'm making them out to be? Because everyone thinks they're right until they're wrong. And when you're wrong, remember, don't blame anybody that you're wrong. Just figure out how to do it right and get right. Whew. And last little bit of advice, if someone corrects you and you get an attitude about it, chances are you have an ego problem. Just chance, you know. Now look, there's a right way and wrong way to do that. If someone's genuinely trying to help you and just point out, hey, you could have did this better, that's fine. You know, that's helpful. But if someone's like, you stupid little B, you dumb little, you could have just, you can ignore them. You have my permission. You have Q's permission. If they ask who I am, you can tell them. I don't know what that'll do for you, but tell them you got my permission. Whew. You know, my birthday's next week. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. In this whole time, I've learned a lot over the past year. It's been like the longest year of my life, even though all years are the same, except for the leap year, yada yada. And I would say, I've learned so much, especially in this last year. I've done so much more. I've accomplished so much more in this last year than I have in other places, in other pockets of my life, that I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Now, granted, I wish I would have listened to myself and not gotten injured, but you live and you learn. I'm not going to keep blaming myself. I'm just going to get stronger so I don't re-injure or have a similar injury. Because everyone can make mistakes. But the moment you learn from it, it becomes a lesson. And if you don't learn your lesson, it's going to keep repeating. It's going to suck every time. Make sure you save money. Make sure you invest in you. Especially in this day and age where no one really got the money to invest in anything but themselves. Take care of you. Take care of you. And fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process, man. I have 14 subscribers. I just had 11, 12. I got 2 more in like one day. So shout outs to my last 2 subscribers. Shout out to all 14 of y'all. I have unrealistic goals. I want to shoot for 1 billion subscribers with a B. Billion. If I can get 1 billion subs, one, I think YouTube kind of just owes me everything. I might as well run YouTube at that point. Second point, it's okay to have an unrealistic goal. Let's say I am shooting for 1 billion. If I fall short of that and only get 10 million, oh, poo boo hoo, I'm 10% of the way there. But, hey, that's a nice 10%, wouldn't you agree? I'm rambling at this point. But I appreciate anyone who's listened and stayed this far. I do appreciate you. My name's Q. I'm rooting for you. Remember that. If no one's rooting for you, I'm rooting for you. Do the right thing. And of course, stay hydrated. Because it's hot out here. It's hot. All right, y'all. I need to go put the shavings in so they can have fresh shavings, hay to lay in, and possibly poop in again. That's just life. With that being said, y'all take care. Peace.